Regardless of what does or doesn't change on June 11, this issue looms large over November elections. So let's bring in conservative radio and TV commentator Steve Malzberg, who joins us from RT's bustling New York bureau. Steve, welcome.
Great to be here, Holland.
Steve, with a Republican House majority and a president eager to undo his predecessor's work, this story is now less about technology than politics. Do you think the public outcry that those three GOP senators heard has now become a hot potato for House Republican candidates in November?
Well, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer, they had a joint announcement that this is going to be a major issue for the midterms. That's the Democrat strategy. And you're right. I mean, the polls overwhelmingly show that the public, wants net neutrality. That's because they don't understand. It just sounds good, but they don't understand the issue. Having said that, if we get, with the Senate passing it with those three Republicans, if the Democrats get 25 Republicans in the House, for a petition, they could get a floor vote there, and they could possibly, get net neutrality passed back in the House, and then the president would not sign it. Having said all this, though, Holland, I don't think people are going to vote in November on net neutrality. I mean, unless they're having personal problems of their own on their internet or their phone bills or their internet provider, whatever, unless they're having some major problems, I just don't see them saying, oh, wow, this is getting me to the polls. I think it's another Democrat fantasy.
Well, even if things do change, they might not change instantly. But even before this Senate vote, states were taking action. Montana, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, Washington State, among those where legislatures or governors' executive orders require companies that sell internet services to the state to abide by the existing rules. And in my state, Rhode Island, Governor Gina Raimondo's order stipulates adherence to net neutrality principles means that a service provider shall not, with respect to any consumer in the state of Rhode Island, including the state itself, block, throttle, or paid prioritize. So clearly states are hearing the grassroots loud and clear, and just this week the Supreme Court left to the states the matter of legal sports betting. Don't issues like this benefit from one national set of rules?
Well, I think sports betting should be left to the state. As far as net neutrality, I think you have to have some kind of uniformity. If it involves the internet, which we're all on, you can't have state by state making their own rules. And the internet was running fine for 20 years until Barack Obama missed a regulation, decided, and basically, don't make any mistake about it, the DNC reportedly touted on their website at the time that this was Obama's rules and regulations. And so net neutrality was an Obama mandate, which was for what was supposed to be an independent FCC. And basically, it brought back rules and regulations that were meant for Ma Bell and right, making sure that Ma Bell didn't get monopoly on telephone companies and all that. Look, if there's going to be infringement upon people's rights or increase in prices or people having their websites censored, et cetera, the FTC and the DOJ are there for their protection. That's what they're there for. You don't need a whole set of regulations to stifle innovation, stifle competition, and stifle infrastructure, which in fact will give the small broadband companies a chance.
Steve, I got 30 seconds, but this question has you written all over it. Your prediction, can public outcry turn those House Republicans? And if so, could a president notorious for changing his mind do the same?
I'd be shocked if Trump did the same. Republicans, for the most part, are feckless, have no spine, and don't know what they're doing. So I put nothing past them. They'll cave, possibly, but Trump, I'd be surprised.
Well, it is an election year. Thank you, Steve Malzberg from the Steve Malzberg Show. This is the big picture on RT America.